last, television's Dave Thomas and Rick Moranis have just hit the great white screen. These are the adventures of Bob and Doug McKenzie, Strange Brew.
Oh, what a classic. And does anything say Canadian movies like Bob and Doug McKenzie? Well, today is National Canadian Film Day, and there's a lot of homegrown content to celebrate from over the years. Joining us live now for more on this is Andrew Barnsley, award-winning producer and president of the Toronto Film School. Andrew, thank you so much for coming up to our studio this morning. You know, right now, so much of the focus is on the Trump tariffs, Canada, elbows up, supporting our industries. But the film industry in Canada, as you say, has never been stronger before. Can you give us kind of an overview of where we're at and whether or not you're worried about the kind of economic uncertainty we're facing?
Yeah. Well, if you look at the numbers, the industry is booming. It's about a $14 billion a year industry in Canada. It employs about 250,000 people, 80,000 in domestic production alone. So it just shows the importance of the cultural industries in Canada, but also that this is an enormous economic engine driving the economy. So I kind of look at that, and it's like the cultural industries are booming. There are jobs. There's a demand for content. Canada has highly skilled labor. We have world-class infrastructure. So there's a lot going on in Canada that's pretty great and worth celebrating. In light of tariffs and sort of what we're feeling now for the first time in a long time is this threat to our sovereignty with sort of kind of the rhetoric coming out of the U.S. And, you know, there's a real buy Canadian movement. But I also think, you know, when in moments like this, it really unites a country. It's like, what keeps us together? It's our culture, it's our stories, it's our music, it's our sports. And now more than ever, it feels like Canadian stories, Canadian film, Canadian television are so important. So it's nice to see the country uniting and to celebrate Canadian film on a day like today.
Yeah, and this is a huge industry. I mean, you said that it contributed $14 billion. And just talk about the number of people that are employed in film here. I know of the 240,000 people that work in film and TV, 80,000 of those are just, you know, working on the production behind the scenes.
Yeah, no, there are jobs, and at Toronto Film School, we take pride in being a real contributing stakeholder to the film and television production ecosystem. We want to make sure the students that graduate from Toronto Film School are set ready, they're future-proof for the technology that's coming down the pipeline, and that they're contributing to the cultural industries and Canadian stories.
Yeah, and let's talk about the film studios. We know that a lot of U.S. productions come here to film, even globally now with a lot of co-productions. Yeah. So what kind of opportunity does this present to keep production here, but also hire Canadian talent? Do you see that happening? Because we know sometimes with these U.S. productions, they want to hire the American actors, but what's it like for a Canadian actor here?
I've spent a lot of time in Los Angeles talking with studios about Toronto. I've been on delegations with the mayor to go down and talk to studio heads and physical production executives. And what they love about Toronto and what they love about Canada is not only the strong labor pool, the world-class infrastructure, but the depth of on-screen talent, too. I remember having a conversation with people at Disney, and they're like, we're looking to film a story set in New Orleans. And they looked at Toronto, and they're like, well, we're going to have to bring in all our background. And they looked around, and they're like, no, Toronto can service anything we need within the frame, on camera. So it's a wonderful time to be here. The jobs are there. We're so lucky being Torontonians that we live in a diverse city, and the world sees it. The world is coming to Toronto to produce, because they know what we have to offer.
Yeah, absolutely. I wish we had more time to talk, Andrew, but very quickly, what are your kind of top Canadian films?
Oh, my God. Well, seeing Bob and Doug, that's pretty great. I'm close with a lot of old SCTV alumni, so it's nice to see the impact that they've had on Canadian television. Seeing Canadian global stories like Blackberry find audiences around the world. That's really special. Canada is so great. Our filmmakers are so great. We punch above our weight, and it's just nice to see them delivering. And I think we need to get out and celebrate and consume some Canadian
Absolutely.
content.
And we're home to TIFF, which is one of the leading film festivals in the world. I just want to highlight, Andrew, that Toronto Film School has a showcase Saturday, April 26th. Where can people find more information about that?
Just go to our website, torontofilmschool.ca. You get all the information you need there. Come see if a career in the creative industries is good for you.
Okay, well, let's hope it continues to boom. Andrew Barnsley, president of the Toronto Film School and award-winning executive producer of Schitt's Creek, joining us live. Thanks so much, Andrew. Have a great day.
Yeah, thank you so
Appreciate it.
much.